Oh my god! We are ranking, not ripping off Rank Cafe at all, ranking the shonens because they're wrong and we're right, obviously, because that's how opinions work. Thurman, you have any thoughts on this before we begin?
Happy Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, and, that's when we're filming this. Now, listen, I do want to say, the way that this person made it, it's not letters. They have it ranked as top, perfect, masterpiece, great, very good, good, and then trash.
Getting straight into it. I love it.
Straight into it, we are starting with Blue Exorcist.
So, Blue Exorcist, have you seen it?
I have. Okay. My experience with Blue Exorcist is I've seen probably the first, 3 or 4 episodes. So I can give a little bit of, because I have a very strong memory of I believe it was a priest that he was good friends with or mentors with, and then Satan took over his body and melted him away, and it was fucked up. I remember that.
So what were the rankings again?
You can just go S, A, B, C, but it's top, perfect. It's perfect, masterpiece, great, very good, good, trash. From what I saw, I would give it maybe a very good.
Good.
Oh,
yeah,
good?
very.
Yeah,
yeah,
very good.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
I agree. Assassination Classroom.
As class, I would have to say.
As class.
I'd probably say very good as well. I think the character's really well done. I think the plot was good. Koro Sensei is a good character. The whole I like the
it's
kind
a cool
of mix
concept.
Between,
it's one of those things where I think my favorite kind of show is one where it sets you up with a phenomenal concept, easy to understand. You're in. Here's the concept, and then we're gonna fucking surprise you along the way. So I can agree with you on that. I think it's the same level as Blue Exorcist for sure. So, Black Butler, this is going to be all me, because you haven't seen any of Black Butler, correct?
Nope.
So, I liked Black Butler. I almost look at it at the same level as something like your Oran High School Host Club. Yes, there's serious moments, but to me it was just a weekly wacky adventure of yaoi undertones. I never thought it was anything super special. Some people might be mad at me, but I'm just going to put it in the good tier. Okay, now here comes the fucking drama. Black Clover.
Trash.
What?
Trash.
You think Black Clover's trash?
The anime? I would say it's gotten better.
No. Let me clarify. We're not ranking. I'm ranking these based off of the best possible version of the series.
So we're going manga.
So you're going whatever. So for example, this is the Rant Cafe rules. They did the same thing. So for Hunter X, when we get to Hunter X Hunter, some people don't like the manga. They only like the anime. Just go back based off of your best experience of that series, regardless. Go back based off of the writing, shit like that.
Oh, when it comes to that, I would say.
To me, this is not just an anime specific thing. To me, this is series. We are ranking these as series.
Oh, well then you should have said that to me.
I thought that was obvious. I didn't think that I would never rank the anime differently. If the anime sucked, I would be talking about the series.
No, I definitely give it an A then.
So masterpiece?
No, I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece.
Perfect masterpiece, great, very good, good, trash.
Great. I put it at great.
So you think it's better than Blue Exorcist and Ass Class?
Yes.
Okay, so if it was up to me, I am really not a fan. I think that I would probably put it at the same level I put Black Butler, which would be at good. So we can either split the difference or flip a coin.
Flip that coin, my boy.
All right. Do you want heads or tails?
I'm taking the web.
All right. You got it, motherfucker. All right.
Yeah.
Luckily, I mean, at least this will at least show Thurman's side of things, because otherwise it wouldn't be fair. Bleach. Now, I think Bleach is a little underrated. It gets a lot of hate. I think it deserves to be up there. What?
From what I've seen from Bleach, I don't think it's bad, honestly. I definitely because I'm reading the plot. I'm judging from what I see in the anime. I'd put it at great.
Me too. So same level as Black Clover.
Yeah.
I agree. Obviously, like I said, I don't like Black Clover very much, but I would definitely put Bleach at great level. It has faults, it has plot holes, it has Deus Ex Machina, but it has really good characters, and I would argue pretty good fights. And it's one of the legends, you know. It made it made its way there for a reason. My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia, I put it at let's
Would
see.
that go above Bleach for you to Masterpiece? Because remember, there is one more above Masterpiece too. It's perfect, Masterpiece, great, very good, good, trash.
I don't think My Hero Academia is masterpiece either. I really like it, but I think it's great too. Honestly.
So you think My Hero is the same level as Bleach and Black Clover?
Yes, I honestly believe
I
it is.
disagree on that. I would put it above it at a Masterpiece, honestly. I guess the recent arcs maybe have drug it down a bit.
I just think that My Hero Academia is a very great series, but I think Masterpiece is being too nice, in my opinion. Because for it to be a masterpiece, it has to excel, I think, in majority of the categories it's in, and the fights aren't that good to the latest, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
And world building's not that great either.
Huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know what? You convinced me. We'll put it at great. Oops. Okay. Let's just get it out of the way. Boruto trash.
Yeah.
All right. That is the trash category is just basically reserved for Boruto. D Gray Man. I have never seen it. Have you?
The Gray Man, from what I remember, I would put it at very good.
Okay.
I want to read the manga more, but from what I remember from the anime, I think the concept was good. The characters were likable. Definitely be a very great.
So at the
great.
same level as Blue Exorcist and Ass Class for you.
Yes.
All right. I have no choice but to trust your judgment on this one. Okay. Dragon Ball. All of Dragon Ball.
Good.
No, this includes Dragon Ball Z. Keep in mind.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Good.
Wow. So below D Gray Man, Ass Class, and Blue Exorcist, huh?
Listen, Dragon Ball.
I'm glad you
not,
agree. I mean, I feel the same way, but I'm curious where you're gonna go with it. Go ahead.
just regardless of what all the haters say, Dragon Ball is far from a bad series. It's a series that knows exactly. Akira Toriyama knew exactly what he wanted to do and exactly where his pros were, and he stuck to it. The fights were great. Some of the characters are likable. You know, at the core of it, Dragon Ball delivered on what Dragon Ball was supposed to, and for the most part, the series is enjoyable to watch on a kind of dumbed down and binge level. So honestly speaking, it's not bad. Far from it. It's not a masterpiece, but it's good. It's a manga you can binge, read. Oh shit, Goku did this. Oh, Vegeta, Piccolo. It's honestly a good series. I'm not gonna lie. It's not as horrible as everyone makes it seem. So.
I agree. I don't think it's bad at any stretch of the imagination. I've never thought that. I think it's one of those series where you start watching it, and it's great. It's oh my god, this is the best thing ever. You're getting all the fucking figures. It's your desktop background for a while. It's all this shit. But then you're like, okay, well, once I get into all these other series that have like really well written characters, really well written rivalries, it's a kind of a tongue twister, really well written, and really well written fights and different powers, and it kind of becomes the starter pack anime, so I can agree with you on that for sure. Okay. Fairy Tail. Again, I would say not as bad as people say. I don't put it in trash.
I put it in good.
I agree. I think it's same level Dragon Ball for sure. Do you have any more thoughts on that, or are we just
fights were good? I think the fights are good. I think Hirokoshi really delivered on
Not
characters.
Horikoshi.
I literally like
Horikoshi is My Hero Academia's author.
I'm sorry.
Hiro Mashima.
Hiro Mashima. Sorry, the hero on both of their names kind of fucked me over. Hiro Mashima. I think one of his best.
You said Hiroshima?
No,
Hiro Mashima, my dude.
Hiro Mashima, whatever. Point being, I really think one of his main strong points is character interactions.
Yes, they're fucking hilarious and very, very wholesome sometimes, and I agree with you 100%.
His characters' interactions are very well done. I think his characters feel like even as individual, I feel like his characters are good. But when it comes to like him, like a character interacting with character A and character B, it feels like an actual real life conversation. So he's really good.
Not only that, and it also feels like they're actually friends. They actually care for each other. It feels like people actually hanging out and joking around. One of my favorite comedy moments, I think back to when Gajeel was realizing that every Dragon Slayer had a weird magical cat creature, and he was like, why don't I have a weird magical cat creature? And he got all fucking paranoid about it, and he's just, like, that shit was fucking funny. Obviously, Gray and Natsu's interactions, phenomenal. The classic, like, them pretending to get along in front of Urza. Like, there was dynamics there. There was dynamics with all the characters. Each person in a group takes kind of a role, and that was really well done in that series. And I immediately fell in love with Natsu. I remember when I first started reading that series, I loved Natsu. I thought he was a great character. That series has a lot of problems, a lot, but it's not horrible, and it's a fun read, I'd say. So yeah, Fist of the North Star. I have not seen it.
Neither have I.
Okay, it's staying down there then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, potentially our first perfect or masterpiece here, Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yep, masterpiece. Perfection.
Now, hold on. Now, there's masterpiece, and then above that, there's perfect. So it's like S and then SS, right? So are we putting it at masterpiece or perfect?
Perfect.
So top level.
Yeah, I honestly.
I agree.
Maybe it's just me being a fanboy, but I honestly don't see many. I have almost little to no negatives about the series at all.
I agree with you. For the longest time in my life, I have called Fullmetal Alchemist probably the closest thing you can do, not only to a perfect anime, but it's one of the closest things you can do to being a perfect show. Period. For a perfect, it starts, it has a story that it wants to tell, it introduces characters, and then it stops at the perfect time. There's nothing dragged out. There's no fluff or filler in that series. Everything is important. It's just like like even stuff like Hunter x Hunter, which I would argue Hunter x Hunter is my favorite series of all time. Even Hunter x Hunter has moments where I'm like, all right, well that drug out a bit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Fullmetal Alchemist is a series that just feels like every little thing was planned out. There was nothing that was like, oh, maybe I'll add this week. No, like that is a well-knit, tightly tied bow series. Perfect power system, perfect characters, perfect action, fucking amazing. 100% agreed. Any final thoughts for you on Fullmetal?
You said it all, my dude. I agree.
Now, here comes Thurman's baby, Gintama.
Perfect.
Now, I have not seen much, but I'm not going to argue against that because I've heard the legends from Nuxtaku. Not personally, of course, but...
I just have to say that Gintama, one of the main thing that shines most on Gintama to me, I think here Sorachi's not the first one to do this, but I feel like he's the one who does it best. He blends comedy and action very, very well. He does it so well that the series is just, you could have a laugh, but then cry at the same time.
In the same fucking chapter.
Yeah, it's a series that blends perfect action with perfect comedy.
I think One Piece does that well too.
It's the definition of a shonen perfectly. Like the embodiment of a shonen, I feel like what Gintama is taking. And the characters are all likable. I would say it's not a single character that I do not like in the series.
No, I do want to make sure, because keep in mind, remember, we have perfect, masterpiece, great, very good, good, trash. There's nothing in masterpiece so far. We're going right from great to perfect. I just want to make sure we don't have we don't completely skip masterpiece here.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I still think Gintama's perfect just because of how Sorachi writes the story and characters and the fights and stuff like that.
All right.
So I think it's perfect.
Okay, now here comes my baby right after your baby. Hunter x Hunter, no fucking question, it's perfect. Sorry. I'd be curious if you have thoughts on that, Thurman. And if you want to fucking ruin this friendship.
I would say masterpiece.
What the fuck? You disgust me.
I don't know. The first arc kind of ruins its perfect status.
The first Gintama arc is garbage. If you want to go there.
I don't know all that.
Everyone agrees. Like, even when Nux was trying to get people into Gintama on his videos, he was like, the first arc is literally filler. So, if you want to go by that logic, I'm sorry.
He got to defend this series.
If Gintama's masterpiece, then Hunter x Hunter... or, excuse me, if Hunter x Hunter is masterpiece level, then so is Gintama.
Nah.
Not only Fullmetal Alchemist is that perfect.
Nah.
If Gintama's perfect, then Hunter x Hunter is. That's my favorite series of all goddamn time. Unless you want to...
I mean, we can flip for it.
Oh, are you gonna do this to me? Are you really gonna fucking rip this from me?
Fine, you can have your
No,
perfect.
I mean, if you want to flip, we can, but just know that, like, if we're putting out a fucking tier list where Hunter x Hunter isn't at the top, it's gonna disgust me.
I know it's fine. You can have your perfect.
All right, thank you. That's what I thought.
This man almost gonna start World War III over Hunter.
It's time, bro. I've been building my fucking arsenal over here. Hunter x, I guess I should go through why I love Hunter x Hunter, even though I've done it a million times. Power system, best power system in all of fiction. Period. End of discussion. It just is. It just the intricacies, the detail, the fact that, like, if there was ever a power system that could exist in the real world that's so detailed that I could believe it existing in real world, like it's a science, it would either be Fullmetal Alchemist's Alchemy or Hunter x Hunter's Nen. The characters just really deep, complex, godly, love it. Obviously Madhouse did a phenomenal job in the anime. I'm trying to think. The friendship between Gon and Killua is heartwarming. It goes deeper than I'd say most shonen do in terms of, like, its storytelling and its theming. Chimera Ant arc, like, Jesus fucking fuck. Like, I can't even... Yeah, I mean, I think, for me personally, one of the things that one of the reasons that Hunter x Hunter is my favorite series of all time is that it's like Togashi is writing the series with my brain in mind, right? Which makes me think and hope that we have, like, similar, I don't know, ways of thinking, at least in the sense of what we want from fiction. That's not to say that I'm talented like him, because I'm not. But, like, I am someone who's always wanted, like, more detail rather than less. When I see a power, I want to know exactly how that power works. I'm not one to just sit and accept, yeah, that just works, because it's fiction. Togashi will take a power and he'll be like, okay, what's every single application that you could possibly do with this power? And I'm going to have the character do that or think about that for 5 pages straight. Some people hate that. I love it. This series is catered to people like me that overthink things, and I love it to death. So, yeah. Inuyasha.
I haven't really seen.
You haven't seen it at all?
Or read it. Nope.
Neither have I, so it stays down there.
I plan on reading it eventually.
Okay, now...
500+ chapters.
Another perfect, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Perfect, yep, I agree.
Perfect! Would you like to tell the sweet audience why JoJo's is perfect?
JoJo is perfect due to the fact that the characters are hella likable. The genius in the fighting, I think...
Best
JoJo
fights in any series, period.
Yeah, in fiction. One of the best best series that in fiction. The abilities are super creative. Stands are amazing. I really like how each part feels different than the rest. Each cast feels different than the rest. It doesn't feel rehashed or feels like Araki is making up bullshit. It feels like each part is completely its own part, right? Like,
yeah,
part four,
you really end up looking forward to that reboot every time. Like, ooh, what's it gonna be now?
Yeah, like part 4 is in a fucking town. Then we get to, like, part 5 and it's about mobsters, right? Like, it's such a drastic change from the part before, but it still feels unique to the series. So
and
I
apparently
like it.
Part 6 is a prison break, and part 7's like a race around the world.
So I definitely perfect to me.
No, yeah, but he's right about, like, the fights. Like, if you haven't seen JoJo's and you're here not having seen JoJo's, there is no better fictional fights, period, in any series. If you like strategic fights, they do shit that I didn't think possible in a million years. Like there are things in JoJo's that I'm like, you could have locked me in a room you could have made me immortal and locked me in a room for a million years, and I could have never thought of the shit that he thought of. It's almost inhuman, the shit that he writes. I'm not even kidding. So, yeah, if you want, sorry, I'm sucking on a cough drop because I'm dying. But yeah, if you want some good ass fights, JoJo's is where you should look, friends. Now, I believe I'm looking at Magi right now. Yeah, Magi.
Magi, I would put at very good.
See, now, I don't know much about Magi, I'll be honest, so I'll have to trust your judgment.
It was the characters were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, some of the arcs felt kind of dragged a bit. The fights were decent when it comes to
remember
magic.
YouTubers being like, that Magi greatness.
Yeah, it was good. I think after a while it kind of I wouldn't say it's run its course. I think the manga got done very well ending it when it's supposed to end. I wouldn't put it at like anything like above like great, but I think it's very good. Well, no, I think I put it at great. Honestly, I think.
So okay, now let's remember now. Great would be My Hero, Bleach, Black Clover level. Very good is Blue Exorcist, Ass Class, D Gray Man level.
Oh yeah, Manga is definitely better than those three series. So yeah, I give it a great for sure.
Wow. So you think it's on par with My Hero, Bleach, Black Clover?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can only trust you. Don't forget, there's that masterpiece level, which is in between great and perfect. All right, Seven Deadly Sins. This is also going to rely a lot on you because I don't know much about it. Don't worry, this is for the most part after these I know most of them.
Seven Deadly Sins. Now I'm stuck between great and masterpiece. I don't think it's a masterpiece. It definitely has flaws that does not.
No, because if it's masterpiece, it's better than Black Clover, Bleach, My Hero.
No, it's not better than My Hero
but
at all.
Is it as good?
Yes, I would say. Okay. It definitely has its perks. The fights are good. The characters are well likable. I would say the biggest issue I have with the series is plot and world building per se. The world seems very limited for such a big world. I think. I really wish the author would have focused more on the world. And it feels like he was very limited in characters, I think. So I definitely put it at great. Okay.
All right. Now this is going to be an interesting one because I'm guessing there might be some differences of opinion. Naruto, all of it. You can't separate. It's as a whole the series.
I don't know, man. Fuck. I don't want to be. I'm not that biased. I want to say. Is it good? I honestly put it where Dragon Ball Z and Fairy Tail is.
Yeah, no, it's better than Dragon Ball Z and Fairy Tail. I'm sorry. I would. Now here's the thing: we have good, very good, great. Great is where we have Bleach, My Hero, yada yada. Good is where we have Black Clover, DBZ, Fairy Tail. There's that very good in the middle. I think Naruto could fit in the very good.
Yeah, I would say so. Part 1 was good.
Because I'm trying to think. Yeah, My Hero is definitely better than Naruto. I can easily say that. Bleach, that's a tough one. I almost put them at equal. It's just Naruto's final arc is so bad. Everything up to the war, I would put Naruto on par with Bleach. The final war arc, which drags on for way too long, it drops it for sure. Obviously, you know my thoughts on Black Clover. For me, that should be way lower, but that's the Thurman and the influence on this list. So I think very good is the fair option for this one. Less good than Bleach and My Hero, but better than Dragon Ball.
I like DBZ better than Dragon Ball, but when it comes to plot, I feel Naruto.
You like DBZ better than plot or Naruto?
Yeah.
Oh no, not at all for me. Naruto's combat was a million times better, and Naruto's characters. Well, the main character, like, there's a group of characters that I like in Naruto a lot, but then beyond that, I almost don't feel for any of them. So that one's tough. But the combat is definitely better than DBZ.
Yeah, I did this from opinion. I'm not saying which one is better. I think I personally like DBZ better, but I'm not saying that. I don't know. Naruto combat kind of wasn't that interesting to me. Part one it was.
I think you have this weird like bad memory of Shippuden, where Shippuden really wasn't that bad until the last bit of it. Shippuden was not bad at all until the war arc. I don't see where this fucking... Because we can go through Shippuden. Rescuing Gaara, that shit was godly. The fucking Kakazu, Hidan, fucking Shikamaru group fighting them, that was godly. What was after that? I don't remember the order, but, the pain shit was godly. I'd say the Kage Summit was godly. Like, all these things were, again, not amazing, but, like... Combat-wise, it was fun as fuck to watch. I liked the world. I liked watching Sasuke get his ass kicked by the Kage. Like, I think it was all entertaining until the war itself.
Yeah, it's just it's fine.
You triggered, boy?
Why would I be triggered? That does not trigger me at all.
Yeah, we're trying to fucking make a video interesting.
It is. I'm actually enjoying this video very much. Actually.
Good. Then be more angry.
Nah, I can't fake emotions. It's not how I am.
I'll just make you angry then. All right. I'll put it up very good then. In between Bleach and DBZ.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right.
Unless you
want to flip. I mean, if you feel strongly enough for it, we can flip.
No. It's not that big of a deal.
All right. Well, again, I mean, it's just a video. I mean, of course, like in the grand scheme of life, an anime tier ranking is not that big of a deal, but it's fun. You know.
Yeah, it's all good.
Are you distracted?
No, not at all.
All right, Noragami.
That's all you, my dude.
I like it a lot. I have good memories of it, but that's mostly the characters. I think the characters are very good. I really like Yato. He fucking makes this show. I like Hiyori. She's great. And I don't remember the name of the kid, but the blonde kid, he's also great. But I'd say beyond the main trio of characters, beyond that, they get a little unforgettable. And I would also say that the combat is also pretty forgettable. So a lot of what carries this show... What's up?
The combat's pretty forgettable. That's funny.
Yeah, it's not the strong suit. This show is fun because the main trio of characters have a really good relationship. I enjoy them, and Yato himself is great. But I would put it honestly. I gotta be honest here. I would put it at good. It's not as good as Naruto or D Gray Man, or well, I haven't seen D Gray Man, but it's not as good as Naruto or Ass Class in my opinion. But it's not bad either. So yeah. I think it's a good watch for some characters. It's fun, but to me, it does not stand out at all. Other than the godly fucking openings that the anime has. So, One Piece wa.
One Piece, masterpiece.
Now, okay. So, to you, I just want to make sure now, One Piece is less good than JoJo, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Gintama.
Sadly...
Because I tend to agree. If there's anything for masterpiece, it would be One Piece because One Piece doesn't have the perfection that like.
Yeah. I'm sticking to my guns. It's masterpiece.
So to you, why is that the case?
It's definitely it has the potential to be perfection, but for starters, I think Oda kind of falls flat on certain points. Like his so I'm gonna break it down. His fights are good, characters are good. World building is fucking phenomenal. Yeah. Foreshadowing is phenomenal. But I would say more so on a trusting level. Like he doesn't really kill up characters a lot. He still, I feel like Oda is still kind of stuck on like a shonen. Like he has like adult like seinen level like thoughts, but he still draws back to his shonen roots.
Yeah, he draws back to them like early '90s roots. He hasn't really evolved. Are you thinking?
Yeah, basically, like he's still kind of stuck to his main seinen but shonen level shit. So I'm putting it at masterpiece. It's not perfection, but it's damn sure a masterpiece.
I agree. And here's why, right? Like, I think if you had to make a distinction between something like Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Gintama, even though I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it. You take these anime, they are damn near perfect. Like, you know, you review a chapter, you review the series, it's hard to come up with negatives, right? Like, these are manga that are like, holy fuck, right? Like, these are probably will go down in history as some of the best stories ever written. One Piece, you can find flaws if you want, right? You can find plot holes. You can find things like, oh, the characters are okay. Some of these characters, you know, you can find things to say about it, unlike these top ones up here. And I know some people will be like, oh, I can say things. I know. But, like, One Piece, it's almost like when you look at the 4 on Perfect, They're like these gods. Like, they're like the Pillarmen from JoJo, right? Like, how are we ever going to touch these motherfuckers, right? Like, what the hell do you do? Like, they're inhumanly good. Whereas One Piece is like Netero from Hunter x Hunter. He is the peak of what you can achieve as a human. You know, he's the peak of what you can achieve without achieving godliness. Is that a good metaphor?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Because, like, again, One Piece, I think that it's going to go down in history as one of the best interconnected woven worlds of all time. If there's one thing Oda does great, and I hate that I'm losing my fucking voice, so we will do the reviews right after this before I fucking completely lose my voice. If there's one thing Oda's good at, it's world building, and it's like an interconnected, huge, beautifully crafted world. That he will always be phenomenal at. And it almost feels criminal to not put him at perfect, but I do agree that it just does. If I have to separate these motherfuckers, it's the difference between getting like 100% on your test and like a 98% on your test. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just can't match up to the godliness of JoJo's Hunter x Hunter, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Gintama, and I agree with that. All right, so
First masterpiece.
Is this one that I couldn't recognize what it was? I don't remember. What is this? Oh God, what is this? Something Hearts.
Send it to me.
It's something Hearts. Oh jeez. All right.
Send it to me.
In the middle of the video, I have to figure out what this is. All right, Thurman, check your Facebook. Tell me what the fuck that is. And if we don't know what it is, we'll just have to keep going.
Pandora Hearts.
Okay, what is it?
I only saw the first episode of it, so it wouldn't be fair to judge it. I'll read the manga when I can.
Interesting. Okay, that's staying down there. Now here comes your boy, your baby, your sweetheart, Kajekio Hitman Reborn.
Ooh, it's going in great.
Really? Well, actually, no, that's fair.
The reason why I put it there is because
it ended bad, right?
Not even, well, the ending was kind of shit, but it had a lot of strong suit. The fights were great, characters were great, but it fell flat on where the author clearly wanted to become a gag series, but he turned it into an action series, which is fine. I have no issues with that.
But why not both?
But yeah, basically, like it's kind of like the Gintama thing, right? Like here, Sarachi knew how to balance both, and this author knew how to do it in an action sense, but it's clear that she saw that her series wasn't doing well as a gag series, so she's like, okay, time to switch it to action, which was the better for the series. So fights and action, fights and characters, great. Plot was good,
yeah,
but ultimately was pointless because Suna never really developed enough and to want to become mafia boss at all. Like, we literally got him still saying he never wanted to become mafia boss. Like, I think Suna wasn't really that well developed, in my opinion.
I can agree with that. Yeah,
he was a good character. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, I mean, my best memories of Kajekio Hitman Reborn were things like the really, really good fighting system, or like the unique fighting system, like the way Suna fought, I loved. Like, I mean, he flew around like fucking Iron Man, you know, like the X burner where he shot both directions. It was a cool fighting system that I had never seen before, and it gave off a unique feel and vibe every time I read it. But I agree with you. So you think you'd put it on the same level as things like My Hero, Bleach, Black Clover, Magi, and Seven Deadly?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can agree.
It definitely one of the greats. It just fell flat where it needed the most.
Agreed. All right. We have Rurouni Kenshin.
Perfection.
Really? I need to fucking watch this then, because that's still one that I haven't seen.
It's probably...
You think it's perfect, like JoJo level?
Yes, it goes down as one of the best written series of all time.
Whoa.
Like, the characters, the fighting, it's hard to find flaws.
Damn, okay. And you
The
feel
only
that
flaw
strongly?
is that the author is the only flaw is the author is a pedo.
Oof, yeah. So for real, like with no doubt in your mind, you say it's on the level of Fullmetal, Gintama, Hunter x Hunter, and JoJo.
Yes.
All right, well that's fucking next on my list. Jesus.
I'd go so far as I'd say give Full Metal Alchemist run for its money.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I
all right. It's up there. I guess I'll have to fucking watch that now. Holy shit.
not watch it, read it. The anime is pretty good. So, but the manga, it's this is one of the things that it'd be a better treat if you read it.
Okay. I believe this one is the Samurai Champloo. I don't know how you pronounce that.
All right, Shampoo is a masterpiece.
So One Piece levels.
Yep.
All right. Taking your word for that one as well. All right. I hate that these don't have the titles on it. Like I'm like 99% sure. I think this is Sword Art Online.
Trash.
Is that Sword Art? I need to double
Show
check.
show me, just in case.
Wait, maybe not. I'm gonna feel like a moron. No, see now that I'm zooming in, I don't know. What is that? It's just people. It's creepily like. I don't know. It's.
Bitch.
Okay, I'm sending it. I feel like a stupid. All right, it's the one with the swords. What is that shit?
No, that's not Sword Art Online. I know what the series that is. I just forgot the name.
Well, I fucking hate it because it looks way too generic.
I think it's Vanguard something. It
sounds like no one cares. Should we skip it?
Wait.
I've heard good things about that series, but
you haven't seen it, and neither have I.
I've never seen it.
All right, Attack on Titan.
I'm gonna leave this one to you. I saw the anime, but I want to read the manga before I
want your thoughts on it too, though. Don't just leave it to me because I've read like half the manga, so I want your thoughts too.
To me, it was pretty average. The only thing I really liked about the series, I really liked Aaron's character. I'm really big on one of my favorite things, my guilty pleasure about certain like underrated and obscure manga or series in general are either like revenge or like underdogs becoming top dogs.
Yeah, like underdog story.
Yeah, and Aaron, I kind of liked Aaron because he was like an underdog, you know.
Yeah,
but
I have good memories of reading it. I like the amount of. I mean, it's one of those series that isn't afraid to kill characters. It's also it's kind of got a success story where Shounen was like, "Fuck you," so we went to a different magazine and got it. This is the hilarious one where basically Shounen told him to make Eren more like Luffy, and he was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
One of my friends who read it says the current arc that it's currently really, really good, so I'm gonna read it eventually.
Oh yeah, I mean it's good. It's a good series. It's never really been my cup of tea. I prefer more lighthearted. Like I like dark shit, but I don't know if I've always been a fan of series that are like always dark, and that's the vibe I got with Attack on Titan, is that it's this like almost a Berserk level. Like now obviously before Berserk fans get on my dick, I understand that nothing can be as dark as Berserk. It is just a pit of hell, but like, you know what I mean, like it just is this gritty world and it's always dark, and I'm like, I prefer things like One Piece or Hunter x Hunter where it's like fantastical fun adventure, but then I'll break your heart, you know.
I think it would be fair for me judging this off of the first season, but for sure the first season alone, I put it at good.
I mean,
besides that,
it's
I feel like
easily
it's
good because the only thing below good is trash.
Yeah.
So
for me, Lisa was a boring heroine to me. I feel like she was just Sasuke with a vagina.
Oh shit!
Honestly, like her. I don't understand why people are that attracted to her character. I feel like she was just Sasuke with a vagina. I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe she has a moment later. I don't know. But yeah, I feel you. I liked him being able to turn into a Titan. I thought was cool. I liked the art style. I liked the concept of a wall, and to me though, it's just kind of like, yeah, I liked it, but nothing crazy. I'd put it at very good, above good, but not great. So like on the same, to me it'd be, because that's above Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail, Noragami, Black Butler easily, but like on the level of Naruto, D. Gray Man, Ass Class, and Blue Exorcist.
Whatever you prefer, man. I honestly, either or doesn't really bother
I think
me.
it's definitely better than Dragon Ball for sure. Okay. Soul Eater.
Soul Eater, very good.
So Naruto Ass Class level.
Yeah. Definitely.
I can agree with that. I don't know if you want to talk about why or just move on.
Oh, you can't agree with that?
No, I said I can agree with that.
Oh, I think Soul Eater was interesting concept, but
flawed execution.
I think the soul part was good. I prefer Fire Force anyway. So
it had Death the Kid. Symmetry.
So yeah, I did put it very good.
That one that I sent you with the guy holding the book. Remember you told me what it was?
Holding the book. Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh yes, right. What do you think about Tokyo Ghoul?
I haven't watched it. I heard the manga is extremely good. I was reading the manga eventually, but I can't really give a full thing.
Yeah, I heard the anime was good, and then it started to suck for the second season. I don't know. Never really appealed to me.
I heard the anime was garbage because it was made by Studio Pierrot.
No, the first season of the anime was amazing, and then the second season sucked. Is what I've heard 1,000,000 times over.
I've heard the opposite.
No, that's not true. The first season was good, and the second season they started censoring and changing.
I'm telling you what I heard. I'm not saying right or wrong.
No, I don't think you're. I think you're misremembering. That's not what you heard. Like no one says that this. For you to have heard the opposite, that means someone said that the first season shit, but then the second season was good.
Yeah, I've heard this anime. The whole anime was shit, regardless, because they cut out stuff. The censoring was terrible.
I think you were thinking of just the second season, from my understanding.
No, I'm being completely honest with you. I've heard the first season was garbage. I've heard like people who are hardcore Tokyo Ghoul fans who've read the manga have literally told me that the anime is just shit, but you take it as you will. Like the only ones I've heard that say that all this is good is anime only. Like people who actually read the manga say that the anime, like Studio Pierrot, like hell.
Yeah, I guess I had heard that the first one was like, because the first season had like gotten a lot of people into it, and like it was actually good, and then people were excited for season 2, and then it sucked. But yeah, so for me, I don't know much about Tokyo Ghoul. It really wasn't my thing. Do you have any opinion on it?
Probably anime only, honestly. I mean, I'll read it eventually.
Yeah. I think it's probably better for us to keep that one down there. We don't have a strong enough opinion. So this next one, I just sent you a picture of it, Thurman. Which one? What is this show? Do you know?
Shio Tutora.
Now that's all you. I have no idea what that is.
I'd put that at Masterpiece.
Really?
Yeah.
One Piece level?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's got to go on my list too. So that and Rurouni Kenshin. What can you describe it to me and why it's Masterpiece?
Basically, the thing is about Yu Yu Tutorial is it's such a simple series, but it's just such an enjoyable read that it's just like, how can something so simple just be so good? So basically, it's about a kid named Yushio who finds a demon spear, which allows him to take on like demons, and like he meets another demon named. He names him Tora because he looks like a tiger. Tora means tiger in Japanese, by the way. And they basically, it's just them learning how to get along, and the plot around like his family and the spear and the demon that's like known for like killing humans and demons. The series is such a good, has a good, I think, in my opinion, has a good plot progression and good end all like plot things, because the ending villain Hakimi no Mono is a good. I feel like the author does a really good job of making him a perfect ending plot villain, because the villain himself isn't really like good or anything, but it's just like the concept and drama around him is just how it brings the yokai and the humans together. I think it's really well thought out, and I really like the development between Yushio and Tora, and how like they're kind of like hatred for each other returns to like the respect towards the end. So I think it becomes a very great. I think the character development for it is really good too.
Wow. So you put that and Samurai Champloo at Masterpiece, correct?
Yes.
So wow. So I got to write down Samurai Champloo, this, and then Rurouni Kenshin, because apparently they're godly according to you. That's some strong shit. Wow. So when this series that we just put into Masterpiece, what's it called again?
Yushio Totoro.
And when did it start? Is it new? Is it old? What is it?
Oh, this is Yu Yu Hakusho era.
Extra old? Wow. All right. I'll have to ask you to type it out for me later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. World Trigger.
World Trigger, I put it great.
So I only know very little about this series.
Its greatest strong point is its power system, which you very appreciate.
Yeah, it's been on my list. It's been on my list for a long time.
The power simple is simple but likable.
It's got floaty black cubes. I like floaty black cubes.
The people thought when it first came out, people thought it was an Attack on Titan clone, but it's not. It's not. It's not at all.
I know it involves aliens at some point. All right.
Yeah. The characters are really likable. I think Osamu is a good character, great main character. Each character feels fleshed out, feels likable. The fights are really amazing. I really like how it switches between fighting the humans and fighting the aliens. There's a lot of political battles in there as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, I definitely gotta start reading that then.
When it comes to border and shit like that, the higher up, because it's like 3 factions that have different opinions on like the aliens and shit like that. So it's actually really good. I could put it great.
Now, so great would mean it would be on the level of Black Clover, Bleach, My Hero, Magi, all that, Hitman Reborn, and then very good below that is the Blue Exorcist, As Class, D Gray Man, Naruto. So you think it's better than those and on level with Bleach and My Hero and stuff like that?
Yep.
All right. Now here's one that I can fucking jump back into. Yu Yu Hakusho show. Both. To me, that's masterpiece. I don't think that hits perfect.
Yeah, I think I want to put it at masterpiece too. Yep. But I'm like,
because to me that's One Piece level for me.
I'm trying to think. Is there any like flaws that would really put it at just very great? I'm like,
no, it's masterpiece. It's masterpiece.
Not really, because to me,
I'm glad that you're thinking about that though. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's masterpiece.
Because to me, Yu Yu Hakusho is what Dragon Ball Z should have been.
Yes, bro. Can that just be the new logo for the show, please? Slogan. Like I just want to fucking write that on a fucking like advertisement for Yu Yu Hakusho. Like what Dragon Ball should have been.
Like like the characters, like the fucking fights, my dude. Like it just seemed like Yu Yu Hakusho. Like here, like it's like Togashi clearly was a fan of Dragon Ball and was like,
let me do that better. let me do that right.
Let me make Dragon Ball, make the characters likable, make the fights likable, make the arcs better. Like this is like Dark Tournament arc.
Let me do the best goddamn tournament arc that will ever be put to fiction. Period.
Yeah, I agree. Yu Yu Hakusho masterpiece.
Oh, dude, you think JoJo's will ever do a tournament? Imagine a JoJo tournament arc, yeah.
But before we continue, I want to explain why I think it's not perfection. It's great,
but I think it fell short on just what made the top series so great. The characters were nice, but I mean, other than that, it was a very linear story.
Yep. It didn't like. I agree with you. Like looking back on it, it's not like crazy memorable to me. Like it's memorable, but like. Whereas with like JoJo and Fullmetal Alchemist and Hunter x Hunter, I can remember every single bit of that story, right? Like every little moment I remember. Yu Yu Hakusho, there's bits in the middle there that are like kind of just like blur. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like it's a series that it's one of those series like you can only remember like 2 or 3 arcs that loosened up.
That's very true.
Like unless you're like a hardcore fan, you only remember like the 2 or 3 arcs that it's known for. You know?
Yeah. But it basically set up the groundwork for like what a masterful shonen should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last thing here, I don't know what the fuck it is. The word says get backers.
I have heard of series. I heard it was really good. I haven't read the manga yet, so I have no thoughts.
So that's the end of our fucking tier list. So at trash we have alone in trash we have Boruto. In good we have Noragami, Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball, and Black Butler. In very good, we have Blue Exorcist, Ass Class. I gotta stop talking like fucking Nux Talker. It's a little too rip-offy. I love him too much. Ass Class, The Gray Man, Naruto, Attack on Titan, and Soul Eater. In great, we have Black Clover, Bleach, My Hero Academia, Magi, Seven Deadly Sins, Take You Hitman Reborn, and World Trigger. Masterpiece level is One Piece. Samurai Champloo. That one what was the one that you said was really good and I didn't know what it was and you said it was old? That one. Yu Yu Hakusho. And the masterpiece, or excuse me, the perfect category is Fullmetal Alchemist, Gintama, Hunter x Hunter, JoJo, and Rurouni Kenshin. This is the official Controlled Chaos tier list. Look out for more of these because I fucking love them. We're going to do one on all of the One Piece arcs. We're going to fucking rank maybe Pixar and DreamWorks movies. Like, these are fucking fun as shit. And if you love them, because I hope you do, we love them. Final thoughts for you, Thurman?
Nah, this is a fucking blast to do. And if you disagree with us, let us know what you would switch around in the comments below.
Yes. And I'm guessing you want me to send you this, Thurman, so you can post it as the official...
Bro, you read my mind, bro. Look at that.
Bro moment. No, but I mean, this is the official list. Let's be honest here. This is just fact, what we're looking at. What are these buttons do? Oh, we can change colors. Wait, that's going to fuck it up. Oh, God. All right. See you later, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Nice. Good shit.